You're listening to Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 on SiriusXM Channel 156 and on the SiriusXM app, along with Justin LaBar, Jonathan Hood with you. We got Bust Open Confessions coming your way at the bottom of the hour right here on Channel 156 in the SiriusXM app. And don't forget, Off the Ropes with Jonathan Coachman, weekdays 2 to 4. You've got Not Sam Wrestling Monday through Thursdays, noon to 2 Eastern. It's all part of the mix, part of Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7. Listen all day right here on the SiriusXM app. Justin, we got a very special guest on the line because Triller TV never stops. They've always got bangers, don't they?
Always got bangers. This is why we have a Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 channel now on SiriusXM, because there's wrestling nonstop. And tonight on Triller TV, as well as on their YouTube channel, Ohio Valley Wrestling, OVW, has their fight night live from Louisville, Kentucky. And we are being joined by the world champ himself, who will be headlining the event. He is Kal Herro. Kal, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you guys so much for having me. I am pumped. It is a exciting day. It's fight night. So excited.
Kal, how's life for you right now with that championship over your shoulder?
It's a little bit heavier. The championship's heavy. The responsibility's heavy, but it's exciting because it's the next step in my journey, and it's been a blast.
Kal, talk to us about OVW and about this event tonight. One, obviously, OVW has a lot of history. A lot of fans might recognize the letters and knowing of it as being once upon a time a pipeline, a developmental system for WWE. A lot of history there. Talk about where the company's at now, and talk about this event, because this event, Fight Night, in the past, it had been a traditional pay-per-view, correct? And tonight, it is going to be free for everybody to watch, so hopefully even more eyes and exposure can get on this.
Yeah, absolutely. OVW is doing fantastic. It is a great place for all these young talents all across the world. And when I say across the world, we have people from the UK coming, people from Mexico, Puerto Rico, Canada. Everyone is coming to OVW because of not just the lineage, but the tutelage you can get from guys like Al Snow and Doug Basham. And tonight is our big night. It's our end of the summer pay-per-view fight night, and it is the first ever Sunday free pay-per-view. And it's exciting because now there's an opportunity to have more eyes to look at all this new, fresh talent chasing their dream.
Yeah, I think it's great that you have a night to your own where people say, okay, what am I going to watch? And now I got OVW here. For those that have not watched, tell us what does the new OVW look like? Obviously, you champion, it's much better than it was in the past. But I'm just talking about some of your colleagues and teammates.
I mean, we have, like I said earlier, it's a young, hungry roster. It's like I've been there for 5 years now, and it is not the same locker room that was there when I was there, and nothing wrong with it. Like when I was there, it was the cash flows, the Hollywood Haley Jays, the Jesse Goddards. But now we have guys like Ashton Adonis, Dustin Jackson. We have a superhero. His name's Super Z. And it's all these hungry talents that are on the same page that want this place to grow and be better.
Kal, OVW in the past was actually featured on a reality show. It was on Netflix, I believe, if I recall right. And that gave a whole, that pulled back the curtain to a whole new sect of the audience to get to see, again, here's this thing, OVW. You guys are thriving. Some of the names you just mentioned were all heavily featured. You were in there, but you didn't have as prominent a role then, but obviously you weren't a champion as you are now.
Yes.
So talk to me about what that did for business, for exposure, for perception, and especially now of all times, because we're seeing WWE work with TNA and they own AAA. AEW's got their Forbidden Door show coming. They work with New Japan and CMLL. So it's like, it feels like now more than ever to be a company like OVW, anything's possible.
Man, I know I can speak on behalf of everyone at OVW. We're so thankful that we had that opportunity. I'll never forget that first Thursday after, and all of a sudden, like in that group text, it was, hey, we're sold out. Then you pull up and there's this line that goes all the way around. It was the coolest feeling ever. And Netflix was a blessing. Wrestlers was a blessing. I'm looking forward to something similar happening. Lots of cameras being around. Can't say.
No. Come on now. Don't tease us. Don't tease.
I don't know much. I really don't.
Are you saying more filming is coming?
I'm saying we are going to have a lot of cameras at that arena. I don't know much. What I do know is our boss, Al Snow, will be having an announcement this Thursday on Rise, OVW Rise, but I'm probably probably in the hot seat right now.
It's funny because you're at the Hot Point Davis Arena tonight for
Oh
your
yeah.
show for an OVW Fight Night. Good to know there's going to be some extra cameras. I mean, more cameras than normal
Yeah.
at the shows. Okay.
Yeah, some big old HD cameras.
All right. So this goes to ask you the question about the new ownership for OVW. What's it like to work with the new owners?
Rob and Tracy, those are the new owners, and they are fantastic. Oh my goodness, they have brought a brighter atmosphere. They carry themselves. They haven't been in wrestling, but they have already shown us that they love what we do and they respect all of us in what we do. And I'm a big fan of Rob and Tracy. And like I said, lots of cameras.
Lots of cameras.
Cal, tell the people your story, because as they're listening to you right now, you're world champ for OVW, which is a great accomplishment. But what they might not know about you is you've been in this business since you were a kid. I met you when you were a kid,
Yeah.
years and years ago. Your father's been a longtime promoter. You've come up. You've had guys like Kevin Nash and Road Dogg, and you've had a lot of guys that have basically served as uncles essentially for you that have helped bring you up in the business. And I think that's important. I want to hear you tell your side of the story, but I also want to illustrate, given all that, nothing was just handed to you. You've been in this business now for 6-7 years. It took you this long to get to where you are now as world champion. So talk to me about your upbringing. You can name drop a little bit, you can brag a little bit, but give us the story of growing up, having that kind of upbringing and surroundings.
Yeah, I grew up in the circus from the day I was born. My dad's a longtime wrestling promoter up in Wisconsin. He runs a show, GLCW, his big December show, Blizzard Brawl. It's coming up. And yeah, I grew up with, to me, they're superheroes. I grew up with superheroes. And I got to grow up with the Al Snows, the Kevin Nashes, the Scotty Too Hotties, the Road Dogs, the Billy Guns. And because dad brought them in and they just stay at the house. They became uncles. And I truly had no interest in doing professional wrestling until I was in like high school. I was just like, it's just normal. It's life. And then finally one day, I was 16 years old, and I was like, hey, Dad, I want to give this a shot. To be honest, I had to pick a college student, and I wasn't ready for that. So I'm like, I'll hop back in with the circus. And man, such a cool childhood. I've lived such an amazing life so far, just knowing these people and growing up with them. But like you said, nothing's been handed. Honestly, it's made things 10 times harder because there is that saying of, oh, it's nepotism. Cal gets these opportunities handed to him. And, that just, I have to work instead of 100%, 200%. Because not only do I have to put in the work just to get there, I have to prove everyone that I did put in that work. And it gets tough. Not going to lie. There's some days where it's like, man, like, why does nobody see this? But then I remember they're not there putting in the work. So they wouldn't see me there. And yeah, it's a blessing though. Man, it's like getting a PhD in professional wrestling if you could, with all these legends and icons.
It's Kal Herro, the Ohio Valley Wrestling Champion, with us, with Jonathan and Justin on Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 as we talk about the big show tonight on YouTube as well as on Triller TV. I told the previous owners, Cal, I'll let you in our conversation. I told the previous owners, Matt Jones and company, I said, because of the success of Netflix, there's no reason why that you can't be able to have more house shows throughout the Ohio Valley, up where your dad is in Wisconsin, because the Midwest and that area still matters. Now you're going into markets where they're not getting enough wrestling. So what has been the conversation regarding being able to travel more so? Because I see that you guys are going to be in LaPorte, and I just saw that and I'll go, I'm in Chicago, so that's not even an hour from me. I'm going.
Oh,
I said
yeah.
LaPorte. Well, it's LaPorte, so that's easy. It's right I just go up the lake, and it's fine, right? So what about traveling more? Is that part of the future of Ohio Valley Wrestling?
Absolutely. Like I said, with Rob and Tracy, they are fantastic. because they are on a mission to get us not just in that Ohio Valley, but all over the country. And for us, TV, awesome. But when we get to go do house shows and live events, and you're going to these towns that you never thought you'd be at, that's where it's really, really fun. And there's going to be a lot more coming within this next year, especially throughout the summer.
There's pearls who keep dropping. No, Justin, he's dropping pearls.
Yeah, I know. He's doing the worker thing. He's just kind of like,
I'm not trying to get into a hot seat here. I'm just saying.
You're the champ. What are they going to do? They're not going to get rid of the champ. You can say whatever you want. You're on live radio.
It's true.
You're on live radio.
I tell you what, man, this is a show that we love being worked. So work us. You come to the right show for that.
All right, Cal. So sell us on tonight. As we said, tonight, fight night, live 7 p.m. People can watch on Triller TV. They can watch on the on the OVW TV channel on YouTube. You're in the main event, defending your title. Your opponent's a veteran, if I'm not mistaken. Sell me on your match tonight. What's the issue? What are we going to get tonight?
So it'll be myself against Jamin Olivencia, a former heavyweight champion himself, and he was a mentor. He's actually someone who's really helped me in the last year, and so I thought, and I'm excited because this isn't a normal wrestling match. This is going to be something very special because it's two completely different styles, two different generations, but we're fighting for the same prize, something we've both held. And the title's lineage, this championship means everything at OVW. And he's a 20-year vet. I've been doing this 7 years, but I've grown up in it. So I'd like to think my odds are higher than he thinks. And I think tonight is going to decide which way OVW goes. If we're going to stay with the old guard or if we're going to move on and we are going to have, like I said, these young talents. And I'm telling you right now, I need to lead the charge, and OVW needs a young OVW heavyweight champion.
And again, it's OVW Fight Night tonight on YouTube. It's also on Triller TV from the Davis Arena. That Davis Arena, Justin, as you well know, so many all-time greats, including Kal Herro, they're going to be performing there as well. As always, sir, we appreciate your time. Please come back to us. We'd love to talk to you again.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much.
All right, Kal Herro with us here, the OVW champion. And Justin, as I told you, it's an opportunity because of the Netflix that they were on. I told Matt Jones, there's no reason why you can't have more house shows because as you know, because we talk about this pretty often on the show, WWE and AEW are not doing house shows. TNA's not doing house shows. So now there's untapped markets that are starving for wrestling, and they would just like to have wrestling in their backyard, and they're not getting it. This is where OVW can be able to, as my wife always says, find value in the gray. There's an opportunity for OVW to be able to expand.
Well, huge opportunity there. Again, the show tonight being free, being a premium event that's free, so there's no reason not to try to give it a chance. They're not asking for your money to watch live on YouTube or Triller. So that, and then again, Cal's dropping hints about cameras. They've already had a reality show before on Netflix on Wrestler, yep. So I got to think there's something else to that liking coming. And again, as we said, with all the different wrestling promotions that are starting to, the tides are rising and everybody's starting to kind of work on their own affiliations. It's an important time right now for OVW, and so all the more reason to tune in and see Cal and the other stars there to see what's next.
They're coming to LaPorte, Indiana. That's close, but I like to be in my own backyard. Maybe I could talk Cal for OVW to come to Chicago.
See, he's a champ. He'll get you some ringside seats.
That'd be awesome. All right, coming up, we'll open up the doors to the confessional. If